Hereditary chief seeks injunction against Squamish Nation. The injunction requests the court to stop work on waterfront land leased by the federal government. The Squamish Nation has argued that there are no grounds to grant the request. A member of the Squamish Nation who says he is a hereditary chief, was in BC's Supreme Court this week, requesting an injunction in a case that seeks to reassert authority of the Capilano Indian Band over their ancestral land. Don Mathias filed the injunction requesting that the Squamish Nation stop work on a waterfront parcel of land adjacent to the Lions Gate Bridge. It is alleged that bulldozers have been tearing up the area, which is culturally significant to the Capilano people. In court documents filed in the case, Mathias suggested the work near the Lions Gate Bridge is being done to develop the Burrard Inlet Rapid Transit Project. Lawyers for the Squamish Nation say there is nothing out of the ordinary going on at the site. Environmental remediation work has been underway in that area for decades. The lawyers noted that there is no activity happening connected with any kind of transit plan. Mathias's earlier court case against the Squamish Nation, requesting that the nation established in 1923 be amalgamated, has already been tossed out by another judge. The request for an injunction was filed after it was discovered that a bulldozer had flattened an area of Capilano 5 Reserve near the Lions Gate Bridge, containing trees culturally significant to the Capilano Band. Mathias is appealing the January decision of the Supreme Court Justice, who rejected his request to quash a 100-year-old amalgamation of several indigenous groups into the Squamish Nation. The justice ruled at that time that the provincial court has no jurisdiction to hear the case. The lawyer for the hereditary chief asked for an injunction on work being done on the Capilano Reserve land be granted until that appeal can be heard in the fall. A Squamish Nation lawyer argued that there is no basis to issue an injunction. The work going on at the site is on land that has been under long-term lease to the federal government, according to the lawyer for Squamish Nation. The federal government has been conducting environmental remediation work on the site since the 1990s when authorities discovered the site was contaminated by heavy metals. The lawyer for Squamish Nation stated that the Burrard Inlet Rapid Transit Project for the North Shore is still in the discussion phase and hasn't been approved or funded. The transit project does not pass through the Capilano Reserve, the Squamish Nation lawyer said. Instead, the plan calls for the possibility of a rapid transit route that goes north of Squamish Nation lands and crosses Burrard Inlet at the Second Narrows. You can't get an injunction against work that's not being done, the lawyer for Squamish Nation said in court. According to the Squamish Nation, granting an injunction against any work being done on the Capilano Reserve would interfere with both the ongoing environmental remediation and with the development of housing for the Squamish Nation and infrastructure associated with the Park Royal Shopping Centre. In court documents filed in the case, a Squamish Nation spokesperson indicated that Mathias isn't recognized as a hereditary chief by the Squamish Nation and has no right to be consulted about what happens on the reserve lands. The Supreme Court Justice of British Columbia ruled in January that as it was the federal government that made the legal agreement joining a number of bands into the Squamish Nation almost 100 years ago, the issue would have to be heard in federal court.